Miami Heat had to overcome the emotional hangover from Bam's 83-point masterpiece on Tuesday, but shorthanded Miami held off the Milwaukee Bucks to beat them 112-105 and extend the win streak to Game 7. Welcome to our Heat Live postgame presented by Verizon. A 112-105 Heat victory. They defeat the Bucks in the season series 2-1, winning both games at home. More importantly, Miami extends their winning streak. They got 2 of them going, 7 straight at home and a season best 7 straight wins overall. We're going to hear from Heat head coach Erik Spoelstra, John Crotty, Ron Rothstein, Amy Audibert. 3 different angles and 3 good ones as always. We'll take you inside the locker room and into the interview room. You'll hear how the Heat players respond to, I think, a very significant win as we welcome you back to our Heat 5 post game. I'm Eric Reed along with John Crotty. And John, it wasn't a pretty game for the Heat. It wasn't an artistic success. I think it was a big success because you're overcoming the emotional hangover from the Bam game. And you're also playing without Tyler Hero, Norman Powell, and Andrew Wiggins. You can argue 3 starting players, 3 of the Heat's best players. And the Heat didn't shoot well tonight, just 41%, yet they had the will and found a way to win.
Yeah, they found a way. I thought a huge indicator was the rebounding. Miami dominated the glass. They did a great job. They shot a low percentage, but they took more shots because of their opportunities to get offensive rebounds. 15 offensive rebounds, huge number. Out-rebound the Bucks by 17. That's always a great indicator of the activity of how hard they're playing. They got some good defensive stops, and then they got out in transition, too. They were able to score. That took some of the pressure off the shot making with their ability to score in transition.
Yeah, Heat out-rebounded the Bucks 53-36. Miami's the number 2 rebounding team in the league. The Bucks are one of the worst rebounding teams in the league. So the Heat took advantage. They're now 11-0, John, when they out-rebound a team by double digits. I'm going to show you your game summary if you missed any of the game. Hopefully this will fill in some of the gaps. Your post-game game summary. Giannis, he gave the Heat a lot to handle. He had 31 points tonight and 6 rebounds. But that late 3 he took did not work out for the Bucks. They were down 3. He was dominant going to the basket. He did not have a 3 in the game on 0 for 2. That hurt their chances. For Pelle Larsson, he enhanced Miami's opportunity to win. A career-high 28 points for Larsson on 9 of 14 shooting, made all 8 of his free throws, also had 6 rebounds and 6 assists. Now, I got to tell you something about Larsson. As a starter this year for Miami, the Heat are 11 games over 500. When he starts, they're 27-16. Take a look at the standings because in a way, they stayed the same. The Magic won in overtime tonight at home over Washington. They stay 0.2 of a percentage point ahead of Miami. The Heat and Magic are both a game ahead of Toronto, 2.5 in front of Philly and Atlanta. And that sets up a huge game for the Heat on Saturday night against a Magic team that is, I hate to say it, a perfect 4-0 against the Heat this year, but it sets up well. Both teams on winning streaks. The Magic will come here with 6 straight wins. The Heat will put their 7-game streak on the line. And you know what? If you're getting ready for the playoffs, that's going to feel like a playoff game.
Yeah, it'll be a fun big game night type vibe here on a Saturday. So excited to see that and want to get a little vengeance against those Orlando Magic.
No question. Kaz Yakachonis joined Pelle Larsson tonight. He had 18 points, and he's alongside Jeremy Taché downstairs.
Thanks, guys. Kasparis Yakachonis, 18 points, 7 rebounds. But I want to start with the group here because after Bam's 83 points on Tuesday, we knew the emotion that went into that. We knew the energy that went into that. And we knew tonight might have to be a bit of a collective effort. What was the mindset for this group and the conversations like going into tonight's game that allowed you to ultimately pull this one out?
Yeah, so most definitely it was all the emotions. Like you said, we knew that it will be a tough game today because we gave a lot 2 nights ago for Bam, and it was incredible. It was second in the history. So this almost never happened. So yeah, it was very tough, I think, to just come back a little bit to reality. But I think we did a pretty good job holding them under 110, and the defensive effort would, I think, what made us win.
Well, we know Spo's always emphasizing the defense. When we talked to him before the game, when he said, why have things been great over the last month? Why is this team winning 6 in a row going into tonight? He says it's because of the defense. So how have you seen the collective defense improve over the course of the last month and a half?
Yeah, a lot. I think, that's what we do in order to win. Like, I think there's no other way to win. In today's basketball, you have to guard, you have to defend all together collective, and then finish up with the with the defensive rebound. So, and then we can run from then. So defense is really important, yeah.
For you personally, it was 18 points on the offensive end, 15 of those coming on 5 threes. You continue to shoot the ball at a pretty elite level, right at the top in terms of three-point shooting percentage for rookies. What was it tonight, and what has it been throughout the year that has allowed you to be so effective from deep?
I don't know. I'm just working on it. Like, there's no any secret or something. Just put up the work, and whenever you have the opportunity, try to make the best out of it.
Well, we brought it to you. It's 7 straight wins. That's the longest win streak of the season. And you get there on a night where that emotion happened, where this team is undermanned. No Tyler, no Norm, no Wiggs, no Jovic. How are you guys able to come together, and what does it show you about this team that despite all those guys that are out, you're able to make it 7 wins?
Yeah, I think it's the mentality. And like you said, locking in the defensive end, that's the most important. And being all together, playing the collective basketball, sharing the ball. And that's what leads us to wins.
Well, Kaz, 18 points for you, 7 rebounds, and a victory. I know that's the most important thing there. They get the Orlando Magic next. Kasper Siakachonis, thank you very much. Guys, back to you.
That's good stuff, Taché. He didn't get the secret from Yakachonis, but he did get the goodbye handshake, which is always a nice thing. 2 straight games for the Heat where they never trailed the whole game, and now season best 9 games above 500. John and I are already looking forward to the Saturday night matchup with the Orlando Magic. But Heat Nation, you got something better to look forward to right now. It's Jason Jackson with the first head coach in Heat history.
Heat win 7 straight now, and they want to keep it rolling. Ron Rothstein, Jason Jackson here with you. And one of the things that has to happen in a period where you don't have some of your all-star caliber firepower, you got to turn to others. And Kasparis is one of us, and so he gets the call, the rookie, and he showed up tonight big time.
Before I go to him, a little shout-out to Drew Smith also, who fell out on the rotation a little bit, was struggling with his shot. He has had key moments for us in this win streak.
Always.
He just does a lot of all the little things that, so many of them don't show up in the box score. But let's talk about the rookie. So I'm going to be perfectly honest with you and tell you that the first time I saw him play, I thought we made a huge mistake. Show you how smart I am. But anyhow, and some of the people in the know said to me, no, you're wrong. Just you watch, okay?
We all saw it with you in Vegas, but we saw it early on.
It was a struggle. This was a struggle.
Early in camp.
So anyhow, but I heard from, practice he was playing well and that kind of thing. And there's a young guy downstairs who told me, who I know well, said, you watch. But anyhow.
That's a smart young man you got.
So
working in the
anyhow, so coming into tonight's game, he's averaging 17.4 minutes a night, okay? Shooting 4-3-5 from 3. That's 43.5% from 3. Shooting 87.8% from the free throw line. Averaging 2.7 rebounds and 2.5 assists in 17 minutes. So tonight he goes for 35 minutes. He shoots 6 for 12, 5 for 11 from 3, 1 for 1 from the foul line, and he gets 7 rebounds with 2 assists and only 2 turnovers. And I'll tell you the other thing is not only him, there's a couple of we know Pelle's got some toughness, and Jaime and Drew and that whole group. And when Myron comes in, boy, when Myron comes in, it's like a tornado. You never know what's going to happen. And he's a tough, but this kid is, this rookie who's not yet 20 years old is playing with such poise, such determination, and with such a clear vision of this game. I think it's really unusual. And I think he's got a really bright future.
His 18 points, his third highest scoring game of his rookie year. You talked about those 7 rebounds. That was a career high. He is certain on the floor. You can see it. That 3-ball has become a weapon from him. Spo has talked about that. Sir, we appreciate you talking about that young man. Speaking of Spo, we got to go see him now.
Okay, let's go. Here we
Saturday
go.
night. It's
fun
let's
in
go.
here. Okay.
It's the Baptist Health post-game press conference with Eric Spoelstra. The Orlando Magic.
Oh, yeah.
Let's take a look at these standings. It's ridiculous what is
Not
happening.
such a friendly game. That's going to be, it won't feel so good.
These are 2 of the hottest teams in the association right now. It's San Antonio, OKC, Orlando, and Miami.
Yeah.
Those are the best teams playing basketball in this league right now.
Yeah, Washington took Orlando into overtime tonight, which I thought was really interesting. We'll have to go look. But if you're the Heat, you're focused on all the things you're doing well. And bam, go home, get some sleep. Get your feet up, continue to rest,
Got to beat them once this year.
Yeah, you got
Have to beat Orlando one time this year. And that's the last time in the regular season. Let's see, was it twice in the preseason?
Oh, yeah.
And then 4 times already. This is the 7th time these 2 teams will play each other. 7th. 4 and 2 plus 1. 7. Don't doubt me like that.
What's one more at that point, right?
Why not?
Yeah.
4 or 5 game? Is that what you're talking about? In the playoffs? Fantastic.
I can't wait.
Good
This
stuff.
is a different Heat team, though, Jax, before you send it off. This is a different Heat team than the last time we saw Orlando.
Any of the times. Absolutely.
Let's go.
Come on. Hey, trust my math this time. I know it's not my strong point, but
It's your
anything
memory.
under
It's
10.
not your math, it's your memory.
Once again, the final score. The Heat victorious 112-105. This has been a presentation of FanDuel Sports Network, your exclusive home for Miami Heat basketball. For Amy, what's your last name again?
I know.
Oh, it's a memory again. Yeah, Amy Adalbert, Ron Rothstein, John and Eric, JT, the entire Miami Heat broadcast team. I am Jason Jackson. That stays locked in the memory. Thanks for watching. See you Saturday night, Heat Nation.